Good afternoon from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, USA. Hi guys. It's a beautiful day, even though it's cloudy, breezy, muggy, beautiful weather, but it's not hot, you know. So as I sit here and I ponder about life, I ponder about the past and the future. I was thinking, about some of the things that I miss in the Philippines. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe I'm sitting here today saying, wow, I kind of miss the Philippines. Oh, look at my beautiful wife. Yeah. Lord. So, yeah, I was thinking, I kind of miss the Philippines. And I also have a lot of funny stories to share with you.
It's nice weather today, huh?
Yeah, I'm making a video about the things I miss in the Philippines.
What you miss in the Philippines?
Oh, there she goes. She's leaving. Okay, back on track. So, yeah, I was thinking, let me make a video about what I miss. And the first thing that comes to mind is my afternoon, rides to the town with my daughter. It gets dark there in the Philippines at the same time every night, all year long. Pretty much. They don't have time savings there, daylight savings. So, what does it get dark, like 5:30, something like that? Around 4 o'clock, 4:30-ish, every afternoon, I'd get in the car to go to the town, look for something at the market for dinner, whether it's like a fresh piece of squid or, see what they have down there. Because the market, if you don't hit it early in the morning, you miss. Whatever's there is shit that people don't want. It's a funny thing, the market in Anda. It's all fresh. The pork, the fish. It's a hell of a way to live, I'll tell you that much. I'm kind of getting off track, but, to live the way we were living in Anda, it's a beautiful way to live. You get up, you go in the morning, you buy what you need, and you go home and you cook. The next day, you buy what you need, and you go home and you cook. I love it. I love that type of lifestyle, that type of living. I love shopping for what you need that's fresh, even here in the grocery store, I almost never go down the aisles for anything. Just around the outside, the meat, chicken, vegetables, fish. Look in our pantry, there's only one can in there, and guess what it is? Spam. It's not for me. So we eat fresh every day. We cook fresh. So, anyways, what was I saying about Anda? So I miss going to the town in the afternoons with my daughter, and she would hear me. I'd get in the car in the driveway, and I'd start it, and it's a diesel, so it makes noise. And the minute she would hear the truck, "Daddy, Daddy," she'd cry and run out of the house, "Daddy, Daddy!" And so I'd take her, I'd put her in the back seat, and she yapping away back there. We got the windows down, the breeze coming in the car, and you're traveling, and you got the mountains on the left side of you as you're going to the town, and everything is green. The people at that time of the night, the people are all out, doing their outside chores. They're raking the leaves, they're building their little fires to get rid of the mosquitoes for the night. And that's a daily routine in the Philippines. That's daily. That just doesn't happen once a day, twice a day. That's every day. As soon as it starts to cool off, which is not cool at all by my standards. It's still very hot, but that's when people come out of the house and they start raking their leaves. They start cleaning the yard. They start talking to their neighbors. The guys are sitting there, they're just getting out of work. Some of them are with their friends, drinking some Tanduay, and this is a nightly occurrence and a daily occurrence in the Philippines. And I miss getting in the car in the afternoon with my daughter and going to the town, and I would I'd walk up to the market and I see what they have for the seafood and buy what I need, and then I'd get my daughter an ice cream and we'd drive back home, and she'd always fall asleep eating her ice cream on the way back. It'd be all over her face. She'd still be holding it. By the time we pulled in the driveway, she's sound asleep, but still like this with the ice cream all over her face, holding her ice cream. I'll never forget those times, those moments. I never, ever. And I'll tell you one thing. No matter what happens from this day forward, I have the most beautiful, beautiful memories of the past 5 years living in the Philippines. Most beautiful. I think I'm gonna have to get in the shade, guys. So that's one of the fondest memories I have in the Philippines. The time I got to spend with my daughter up until now. Even now, today, I'm still spending a lot of time with her. That other people don't get to spend with their kids because they're so engrossed in their work, so busy in their lifestyles, and they really never get to experience their kids growing up. And I am so lucky, I'm so blessed that I got to be there from the time my kid was born up until today. And I'll tell you, these past 5 years, probably without a doubt, the happiest, most eventful times in my entire 53 years on this planet. Other than the time I caught my first giant bluefin tuna. Yeah. So, what else I miss in the Philippines? I miss my guinea fowl. Oh, do I miss my guinea fowl, guys? For 2 years, I searched high and low all over Bohol for those guinea fowl, and we finally found them on a little farm in Ubay. And they were fucking expensive. We bought 3 of them, 2 females and 1 male. And that following summer, they had tons of eggs, and they had tons of chicks, and we were able to bring up our flock. But honestly, then after that, they never had the eggs again. I don't know what happened, if we did something wrong, if there were too many birds in the flock that confused them and they couldn't get a mate, they couldn't figure out who to mate with. I don't really know. Guinea fowl are very peculiar birds. So I miss my guinea fowl, I miss my chickens, but the guinea fowl I miss the most. What else do I miss? I miss the lechon, I do. I mean, I love lechon. It is delicious. Sometimes it's a little undercooked for me, but honestly, the pig is so fresh. It's so fresh. The pork here has 0 flavor, 0 tenderness. If you compare the pork here to the Philippines, some of the words you would use would be disgusting. But we still eat it here because that's what the girls love is their pork. I miss hanging out with Lynn's dad. It's one of the things I miss a lot. We can't communicate very well without Lynn translating, but I spent a lot of time with them up in the mountains, hanging out, drinking Tanduay. We had a lot of good times, a lot of laughs. We had a lot of laughs in the mountains. Of course, at my expense, because I'm a foreigner, and let's face it, the mountains is way out of my realm. I mean, I'm not a camping guy, I consider myself like an outdoorsman to a point, but I'm not a camper. I'm not an outdoor camper type of guy. I'm not a guy who likes to rough it. I like my amenities, but I'm not I don't mind getting my hands dirty. What's up? You want to sit here and join in with me? I'm talking about the things we miss in the Philippines. I miss in the Philippines. Come sit here. Come in. So I was saying one of the things I miss is hanging out with your dad and drinking.
All green.
Yeah, it's okay. So grab this one. I already sat in it. It's clean because I already sat in it. Your dress is green. They won't be able to see a difference. You gonna sit, grab it? You gonna sit with me?
It's warm again.
Another thing that I miss is our trips to Panglao at Pepino's Pizza. Totally Pepino, whatever that guy's name is. I miss our trips to Panglao, like our family weekends. You know, you can't have family weekends here. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
The only family weekend we have here is sitting out here in the back of the deck, and we're gonna buy a little plastic. We'll buy a little plastic pool for a lot of pollen. I told you the pollen gonna start. A lot of pollen right now. So I miss our trips, family weekend trips to the Panglao.
You don't really like to stay at home days.
No.
In the Philippines and here, we always argue about that. Even here. I don't like to stay in the house. Me, I love to stay in the house. I can stay in the house all day without going out.
Yeah.
Here. Not this.
That is honestly so true. And she's gone. One of the things I miss utterly the most is, you know, just as it was getting dark, this was like the last few months we were there, we started doing this. Just as it was getting dark, like if we had a big lunch, we wouldn't really want to have a dinner, and so what we would do is just barely a little bit of light left in the sky, almost dark, and we get in the truck and we drive past the Gindelman town and to the next. I call it like a causeway, but it's not really a causeway. But the next opening where you're driving along the ocean and going towards Tagbilaran, it's like maybe 20 minutes from the house. And at that first opening where you see the ocean on the left, and at the end of, after like about half a mile driving along the ocean, there's a little group of people selling, like roadside stuff. I don't know if you call it pasalubong or what do you call it, but snacks, like shumai, iced tea, some, fried stuff. And that became a routine for us to go there. And it was so nice. We'd go there, we'd sit on the wall, and we'd get like some iced tea. We'd get like a couple of cups. They put all the shumai in a plastic cup. They put the sauce on it, with a little toothpick, and you're sitting there eating your shumai. And they had some other stuff, they fried bananas, grilled bananas. And when we sit there and we'd eat all till we were full. And I don't think I ever paid more than $5. That's for all of us. That's for the whole family. You know what I miss a lot? And I don't know how Lynn's gonna feel about this, but I miss hanging out with Sammy. I really do. I miss my buddy. I miss hanging out with Sammy. Towards the end, I couldn't drink with him no more because he just out of control when he's drinking. And I didn't know that about him when I first was with him, when he was first working with me, but towards the end, even though I wanted to drink with him and hang out with him on a Saturday or a Sunday, I just couldn't, because I just couldn't contribute to his demise. But I miss hanging out with him. He really was the only friend I really had, there in Anda. And whatever I wanted, he would do. Whatever I asked of him, he would do. No matter what it was. If he was home and I needed him for something, I'd go to his house and he'd just hop in my car and come with me wherever I wanted to go. And that was Sam, But the other side of Sam as well has caused a lot of trouble. And I just wish I knew how to fix that. I don't know how. But this video wouldn't be complete if I didn't mention my little buddy Sammy. If the neighbors are watching this video, make sure you tell him I'm thinking about him. He's definitely, you know, one of the guys that are close to me. And what do I miss? You know what I don't miss. So let me tell you what I do miss. I miss hanging out with him. You know, he's funny, you know, and he likes the same things I like. You know, we go fishing. We caught some grouper together, some lapu-lapu, and it's fun, you know. He's so excited. You know, for me, it's like a 12-inch, 15-inch grouper, and it's like something you could never keep here. But there, it's like the biggest grouper you could ever imagine. You know, he's like, whoa, my, you know, so excited. We caught some other fish with a technique that I use with the egg sinker, and some fish I would buy at the market, and I would fillet it so that it looked like a strip. And when you put it on the hook, it'll wiggle in the water like this, and the fish love it. So caught a lot of fish like that with Sam. I miss catching sea urchins with Sam. We had a lot of fun. I just love that stuff, guys. I love going down to the beach right next to my house. You could walk. It's like 100 yards, maybe less, 50 yards. To the beach. It seems like it's longer because it's hot and you're sweating, but it's not that far. It's like, you know, I don't know. It's just a very short walk. And we go down to the beach. We get in the paddle boat and we go out to an area and we start snorkeling and catching the sea urchins. And we'd go back to the house. And what you do, the way I like to eat the sea urchin is you make a fire. And you throw all the sea urchins in the fire. And what it does is it kind of like tightens up the meat a little bit. It doesn't cook the meat. It just tightens it up so that it's not like gel. You know, it's not like jelly where it just falls apart. It coagulates it a little bit, the roe. So it's easy to scoop out. And I love it like that, you know, with some red horse. It's really good. What else do I miss? I miss so much. It's hard to get it all in, you know. I miss my friends in Bohol. I miss Paco, Ati Ellen, Mike and Cora. Of course, the Dills. We miss you guys a lot. Of course, you know, Lynn is very close to those guys. I know that she misses them, wishes that she could be there for the baby.